So Wuthering Waves version 2.1 livestream came out just a couple of days ago, giving us a look at a ton of new updates coming to the game. And one of the main problems people had with the livestream was that it didn't really explain some of the kind of game modes and stuff we're getting in enough detail for us to know exactly what we're going to be seeing in the game. But it does seem like later on, Wuthering Waves have actually further clarified and given us more details about some exciting new events coming to the game. So in this video, we're going to be going into one event in particular, talking about it in detail and how it could actually change Wuthering Waves in the future, and also how free-to-play players get their rewards and how, endgame is at the moment in Wuthering Waves in general. Before I get into this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys do enjoy it, and also go to GameSubs, use my code KAZA, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff. They've got a cool new event out at the moment, so I definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, let's get back into the video. So this was one of the events that actually came out and was actually announced at the live stream. Now, obviously, we did see a little bit about it in the notice board in the game a couple days before, but I think a lot of people didn't realize that there was actually going to be two new endgame modes coming to the game, and the first one being Whimpering Wastes, which again, I don't know why Kuro Games even chose that name for a game mode like that, but it's kind of crazy. But also we do have another weekly event which is coming out, which is a completely separate thing. A lot of people I think got confused that Whimpering Wastes and this new weekly thing was the same thing. But what a lot of people, what I've heard a lot of people comparing this to is to the Sim Uni. If you don't know, Simulated Universe is a game mode in Honkai Star Rail where pretty much you can go through all these like level things, get some rewards, and it's actually pretty decent. And whenever it came out for Honkai Star Rail, it was very unique. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Wuthering Waves can make this unique. But they've actually released this whole image thing, pretty much showing us, everything we need to know in terms of details, rewards, and stuff like that. So let's get into it. They say new permanent challenge gameplay. So first of all, this is going to be permanent. This isn't going to be some kind of like limited event, a bit like we've seen with like Depths of Elusive Realm and stuff where it like goes away. No, this is going to be permanent. So we're going to see this staying in the game for the long term. Obviously here is the first screenshot. There's some like little quote stuff at the top, and they say the launch time is going to be the version 2.1 update. So this is going to be coming out literally as soon as the update drops, which is going to be amazing, which means we're not going to have to wait, even longer for it. And then we go over to the eligibility. The eligibility for this one is actually a little bit higher, saying that you've got to reach Union level 30 and complete the tutorial quest. Ocean is a Soul's Rest. So again, it seems like we are going to be getting a quest to actually kind of talk you through exactly how to play this game mode and how to play it well, which again is going to be great. It means that, some people aren't going to be stuck and confused, because I know a lot of people can get confused about a lot of endgame mechanics. And it, for example, in Honkai Star Rail, I do get a little bit confused about some of this stuff, and also Genshin as well. But yeah, if they've got a little tutorial, that would be really, really nice for some people. Now we go on to the gameplay rules. They say in Whimpering Wastes, assemble unique lineups and equip distant tokens to conquer challenging levels. Completing challenges earns points, and accumulating enough points unlocks rewards, including Asteroid, a premium resonance potion, and premium energy cores. So yeah, this is going to be really good if you're a free-to-play player looking to get some more Asteroid and stuff like that, or even just trying to get some more like level up materials and everything like that. It's going to be very, very useful, and it's going to be similar to the Tower of Adversity in terms of, rewards you get. Now, there's one keyword that a lot of people are pointing out here is that they say assemble unique. They might go into it a little bit more in some of the other screenshots, but they say unique lineups, which means that you might have to build more than one team. If you don't know, like Tower of Adversity and stuff, you can actually switch up your kits before you actually go into the level. You can switch up a weapon or whatever, but in this, I don't think you're actually going to be able to. That's what a lot of people are saying, at least, and that is kind of annoying for a lot of people who haven't built up their teams fully, but I guess it does encourage people to build it fully, because that's what you need for this game mode, and it does make it a little bit different to some of the other ones where you can just like switch whatever you want. Now we go on to the next one. They say how to play. You say waters. They say progression through Whimpering Wastes requires completing all challenge stages within each of its constituent areas: Forbidden Waters, Respawning Waters, Chasm of Respawning Waters, and Torrents. So they say successful completion of one area unlocks the next. So again, you can see this is the Forbidden Water, this is the Respawning Waters. I'm guessing these are just like levels and how high you can get up, and I think the Respawning Waters is going to be some of the harder material, and then the Forbidden Waters is just going to be a little bit the easier stuff, which I'm sure a lot of people can even like defeat with some pretty undeveloped teams, which again is really, really good. And then obviously we go to the Respawning Waters Torrent. I'm sure this is a little bit like Overdrive in the Tower of Adversity, where it gets even harder and it's just kind of an extra level on top of the hard stuff, which again is going to be very fun to play. And then we go into stages. They say each challenge stage consists of two halves: first half and second half. Thanks for pointing out that there's halves in a half. And they say you'll need to deploy a team of 3 characters for each half. Each challenge stage features special environmental effects and enemies. So I think what a lot of people are thinking is this is going to be a lot like the Spiral Abyss, and I do think that as well, in terms of, the phases. So there's going to be one phase where you have one team, and then it instantly goes into the next one. With Tower of Adversity, you can actually click next to go on to the next one, or you can leave, change up your team, change up some stuff, and then you can go in. Whereas it seems like this, it throws you straight into the next one, a bit like how Spiral Abyss does, you know, it goes into like 2 halves, which again is going to be very interesting to see how people react to that, because again, you won't be able to switch up some of your weapons, especially if, you know, you have it on 2 halves. But we can keep going. They say for tokens, they say clear the challenge stages in Forbidden Waters to unlock different tokens. In Whimpering Wastes, every team must equip tokens which grant special effects during combat. Completing a challenge consumes 1 token use. Token use can be restored by resetting the challenge. So again, it seems like we have these like little buff things which is going to be very useful in the event, which is going to be very exciting to try because it is a little bit different. It's not like you're just going in there and fighting, a little bit like some other kind of game modes we've seen from other gacha games in the past. It's just like one of those things that makes it a little bit more unique, and I think that's what Wuthering Waves are trying to go for. They're trying to give us more end game. We're not going a little bit too generic, which everybody has seen, which I think is really, really good. And then we've also got the rewards. Again, there is a lot of rewards for this. They say it's going to be 800 asteroid, and then we've got some premium stuff and some like level up materials, which again is going to be great. And then we've got respawning waters, which I think the respawning waters is going to be something that is the one that resets. I feel like Forbidden Waters is going to be like a first time clear for the 800 asteroid, and then I think you're going to be able to get 625 for the respawning, and maybe also the torrents one as well, because yeah, it's in the name, it says respawning. So I feel like a bit like how in like Pure Fiction stuff like that, you can skip the first like easier ones. I feel like this is going to be a similar case, except you don't get rewards for the last ones. Again, we have to see what that's like. They say rewards for Forbidden Waters can only be claimed once. So again, yeah, you can only, okay, they were explaining it here, and they say however, the challenges and rewards of respawning waters and respawning waters torrents will reset periodically with varied content and effects. When the cycle resets, your progress will be cleared and you can challenge again to claim rewards. The first Whimpering Wastes challenge cycle will be available from version 2.1 to the 17th of March 2025, which again is going to be around about a month. So this is going to be a monthly kind of cycle, which again I think is going to be a really cool thing, especially paired up with that weekly one that we're going to be getting as well. Hopefully we get a little bit more information on what that's going to be like. But they say the second Whimpering Wastes challenge cycle will be available from the 17th of March at 4 AM server time. Starting from the second Whimpering Wastes cycle, each challenge cycle will last 4 weeks. So yeah, it's going to be a you know, monthly thing. And then they have a little bit of like a kind of timeline thing here showing you like you got the Tower of Adversity, then Whimpering Wastes, how it's going to like kind of match up. So it's going to be kind of going out every kind of half of these TOAs, which is you know, really, really great. And they say with the release of Whimpering Wastes, the Tower of Adversity hazard schedule will also be adjusted. Each season of Tower of Adversity will be available for 4 weeks, starting from the hazard zone reset. So again, they're changing some of these schedules so that they can like line it up a little bit better. But overall, I honestly think this is a really, really good update, and I can't wait to see what else Wuthering Waves has to cook up. You know, obviously I'm going to be playing this a ton now because there is so much more to do in the game, and that's just something the end game does for a game in general, a gacha game in general. It gives you more to do, it gives you more to look forward to, which again I'm very excited for, and I can't wait to see what we're going to see about this new weekly stuff. Just let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this. Are you guys going to be very excited for Whimpering Wastes? Obviously this is a really, really dumb name, but overall it does look like a very cool event that's going to give us a lot of asteroid and stuff like that, and free rewards over time, which again is going to be very useful for a lot of free-to-play players. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, also go to GameStops, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. They got a ton of really cool stuff over there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, see ya.